The music industry has undergone significant changes in recent years because of the rise of digital streaming platforms and the decline of physical album sales. Now, as a result of this, the way that money is made in the music industry has also shifted. One notable trend is that DJs are now making more money than traditional musicians. This may seem surprising at first, given that DJs typically do not write or perform their own original music. DJs do not also earn directly from streaming platforms like Spotify, Boomplay, as well as YouTube. However, there are several reasons why DJs have been able to command high fees and earn more money than many of our musicians. But first, why are DJs not earning directly from YouTube and other streaming platforms? There are several reasons why DJs do not typically earn significant income from digital streaming platforms. First, DJs do not create original music, but rather they just remix or manipulate existing songs created by other musicians. As a result, they may not have the same rights or ownership over the music they use as the traditional musicians. Because of this, they are not eligible for the same royalties or compensation. That is just the first reason. Now, the second reason is that digital streaming platforms typically prioritize original music content over remixes or live sets. Now, these live sets are made by these DJs. This can make it difficult for DJs to gain visibility and exposure of those on those platforms. The third and most important reason is that there are legal and copyright issues that can make it difficult for DJs to monetize their content on digital streaming platforms. DJs are not the original owners of the music they play, which can lead to copyright infringements, claims, and legal disputes. Now, in some cases, copyright holders may choose to monetize or remove DJ's content entirely, leaving the DJ with little or no compensation for their work. While both DJs and traditional musicians play an important role in the music industry, DJs have been able to establish a unique position and often have an upper hand in terms of earning potential and career opportunities. Now, there are several reasons for this. Genres and styles. Now, this makes them versatile and adaptable to different audience and environments. This flexibility allows them to appeal to a wider range of listeners and helps them to secure more bookings for live performances. That's why you'll find them filling up clubs every weekend and even weekdays. Number 2 is low production costs. While musicians have to invest a lot of time and money into writing and producing their original music, DJs can create sets using existing songs and remix them. Now, this allows them to keep their production costs low and focus more on live performances. The third reason is global appeal. DJs are often able to attract a global audience. They are able to tour around the world to perform in different countries and large festivals. This international appeal can translate into higher fees for performances and great opportunities for exposure and networking, something which upcoming artists can't. The fourth and the last reason is branding and marketing. DJs are able to establish a strong personal brand and marketing strategies. They can easily build this through social media and other channels to build their fan base and promote their performances. Now, this can lead to greater recognition and success in the music industry, even without the support of major record labels. So, why are most musicians unable to compete with the DJs? Now, see this. While there are many successful and talented musicians in the music industry, it is true that some are unable to compete with DJs in terms of earning potential and career opportunities. There are several reasons to this: limited performance opportunities, higher production costs, less global appeal, and the ever-changing industry trends are some of the reasons. You see, while most DJs are often able to perform at clubs, festivals, and other venues, many musicians are limited to performing at smaller venues such as bars or coffee shops and small crowds. Now, this makes it difficult for them to gain that exposure needed and build their fan base. This also limits their earning potential, and producing original music can be expensive, especially if the artist is not signed to a record label or does not have access to significant financial resources. That will definitely make it difficult for an artist to invest in high quality recording equipment, marketing, and promotion materials. As the music industry evolves and shifts towards digital platforms and streaming services, musicians may struggle to keep up with the changing trends and technologies. Now, this can make it difficult for them to keep up with the changing trends and technologies. Now, this will stifle their ability to gain exposure and generate income for their music. So, what should musicians do? Okay, strong online presence. Musicians should use social media, websites, and other online channels to build their brands and promote their music to the world and to their audience. Now, this can include creating engaging content or sharing behind the scene footage and interacting with fans. Now, the second option is to collaborate with other artists. Now, collaborating with other musicians or artists can help upcoming artists or musicians to reach and gain exposure. Now, this will help them create leads and reach out to new opportunities, satisfying revenue streams. Now, rather than relying solely on music sales or live performance and invitations, musicians should explore other revenue spaces and income generation activities such as merchandise sales, licensing opportunities, sponsorships, and so many others. Now, this can help to increase their overall revenue and provide a more stable one is to invest in high quality recording production. Now, creating a high quality recording and productions can help musicians to stand out in a crowded market and attract the necessary and the needed audience. Now, the fifth and the last method that musicians can use is to embrace new technologies and trends. Now, as the music industry continues to evolve and grow, musicians should stay up to date with the technologies and trends such as streaming services, social media, and virtual concerts. Now, this can help to increase their visibility and generate new income streams. By taking these steps and staying persistent, musicians can increase their visibility, attract a wider audience, and achieve their goals in the music industry because it is possible.